Right now this morning, the Trump administration escalating its crackdown on Harvard with billions in research funding frozen. We'll have the latest on the clash. And Trump administration cuts mean thousands of local families could lose food assistance. We'll explain what's changing with SNAP funding. And Trump plans to pardon convicted reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley. We'll have the details in your Buzz Report.
Well, scattered showers are part of your forecast today. As you can see, they'll be in all the commutes this early morning and, of course, in the afternoon and to the evening hours. More about that coming up in just a moment.
This is News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We'll send it over to Art now. Rainy morning out there this morning for most of us, right?
Yes, a lot of folks already have been in the wet right now. They'll continue to do so. The showers are actually tracking a little bit more so toward the Mississippi River, so they're also going to be clearing out soon. But you will see more rainfall coming back again into the afternoon. What I've got going on for you here, let's take a quick peek. We'll go into, we've got some showers widespread all the way along most of the Midwest. Down to the south, severe storm activity. We'll bring it a little bit closer for you. As you can see, these showers will continue to be wrapping around an area of low pressure. As that is happening, it will continue to spin and bring in some convective moisture. That's going to bring in the chance of a thunderstorm or two once we get into the afternoon hours. So we're looking at that leading into your evening commute. You take a look here at Holman as well as La Crosse in the wet right now, carrying over to Arcadia and Winona. We'll also see Black River Falls has been in the dry slot. Prairie du Chien has been in the moisture pretty much most of the day now. Most of that moisture is tracking towards Richland, and we take it back up to the north where Eau Claire has been pretty dry most of the morning, but they have showers on the way. When I come back, I will have a better overview of how this all shapes up and give you a look-see of how this all plays out through your day.
Okay, Art, thank you. And new developments in the White House's ongoing clash with Harvard University. The Trump administration directed agencies to end around $100 million in remaining contracts with the university. The State Department also now confirming a memo directing embassies around the world to pause new student visa interviews. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
Every student's welcome here.
Protests at Harvard University as the Trump administration's battle with the institution intensifies, ordering federal agencies to review all remaining contracts with Harvard for termination or transition. The White House has already frozen over $3 billion in federal research grants and contracts. Last Friday, a federal judge temporarily blocked the administration from banning foreign students from enrollment at the university.
We, as international students in Harvard, in the U.S., we are not enemies of the U.S.
The White House has accused Harvard of discriminatory hiring practices and of not doing enough to address anti-Semitism on campus.
Everybody knows they're anti-Semitic, and that's got to stop immediately.
On NPR Tuesday, Harvard's president said the university has made real progress dealing with anti-Semitism and added, quote, "We need to be firm in our commitments to what we stand for."
We're losing students, we're losing researchers.
Political science professor Ryan Enos says the cuts are already being felt and that the White House's actions go well beyond Harvard.
This is a question of democracy and the rule of law in the United States.
The Trump-Harvard escalation comes as the State Department confirms a cable ordering U.S. embassies around the world to pause scheduling new student visa appointments as the administration moves to expand social media screening and vetting of new applicants.
Tomorrow, lawyers for the Trump administration and Harvard are due back in court before the federal judge who temporarily blocked the White House from banning foreign students at Harvard. 3 more escapees from that New Orleans jailbreak have been captured. 2 are still on the run. At least 13 people now facing charges in connection with the escape, including a jail maintenance worker accused of shutting off water so inmates could remove a toilet and break out. Your stormwater bill could double if La Crosse City leaders approve a proposed rate hike. You're currently paying about $54 a year in stormwater fees. The proposal would bump that to nearly $119 annually. The city says rising costs for street sweeping, storm drain cleaning, and flood prevention projects are driving the increase. The Common Council still needs to approve it. It would be the first rate hike since the utility launched in 2014.
That increase would usually be kind of incremental, but that wasn't the case. Water utility was kind of taking, I guess, compensating for what the storm utility was not bringing in.
If passed, the proposed increase would go into effect July 1st. Residents would see that on their quarterly bill starting in October. President Trump's proposed cuts could strip food assistance from thousands of La Crosse families. So what are families supposed to do? News 8 Now's Allison Fergott has some answers.
Right now in Wisconsin, nearly 700,000 people rely on SNAP, known as food share in the Badger State. But under this new legislation, nearly 1/7 of those people could lose access to those benefits.
It's been absolutely critical for individuals in our county.
More than 10,000 La Crosse County residents use food share to help with grocery costs.
We are issuing almost $1.5 million a month in food share benefits. That goes to support not only those receiving the benefits, but also our community, our grocery stores.
But that could change with the federal budget reconciliation bill. The legislation would raise the work requirement from age 54 to 65. Those new work requirements would also extend to parents with kids older than 7. And parents with school-age kids will need to complete more paperwork to qualify.
There is a lot of administrative requirements for the program already. So obviously increasing any of that makes it more difficult for people to apply for our benefits.
Wisconsin's Department of Health Services says 90,000 Wisconsinites will be at risk of losing their benefits under the proposed changes. Graf says that means more people will turn to food pantries. In La Crosse, Wafer Food Pantry's executive director says if another 200 households start to use the pantry, it would put them in a critical spot.
The decrease in SNAP benefits, plus the unknowns of what's going to come in the state budget for support through the government commodities program, there's reason to be concerned. We always want to do what's best for the people that we serve, but ultimately, our best might look different.
Food Share is the only program La Crosse County has that assists with food. But if you lose your food share benefits, there are other programs that can reduce monthly costs.
We have other benefits. We determine eligibility for the medical assistance and Badger Care, child care assistance, and all of those programs.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now, this morning.
Sparta school leaders held a community meeting last night to talk funding. They discussed how federal dollars are helping Sparta schools. After the meeting, the district's instructional services director weighed in on those proposed SNAP cuts.
I don't know right now if that's going to impact us. I certainly hope not, because our district receives, our school, we serve 52% of our students have free and reduced lunch, and it would certainly be a shame that we wouldn't be able to serve the same number of students the meals that they rely on every day. So I hope not.
In the meeting, they discussed how federal funding helps give students equal opportunities throughout their education. And NPR is fighting back against Trump's funding cuts with a lawsuit. The public radio network, along with Colorado and Aspen Public Radio, claims the president's executive order violates First Amendment rights. Trump has accused public media of bias. Wisconsin Public Radio says it's still too early to know how the cuts will affect operations here. A popular fabric store is closing its doors. Monday marked the final day for Jo-Ann Fabrics. All 800 of its locations are closed, including in Onalaska and Eau Claire. Comes after a second bankruptcy filing within a year. Customers say they will miss visiting the store.
There's not very many places there's only really 2 in town that have a small variety and a bigger variety, but not like this for fabric.
Love the husbands in the back holding the boxes there. The store was open till 9 p.m. Local workers are rolling up their sleeves to help families in need. Great Rivers United Way has businesses like Dakota Supply Group assembling household supply kits with dish soap, sponges, and cleaning items. They'll then go to local charities to help people in need.
This is a great break for our employees to be able to take some time, volunteer, help out the community, and make an impact.
Local businesses interested in supporting the program can contact the United Way. This morning, firefighters lifting all evacuation orders from those northern Minnesota wildfires. Crews have the Camp House fire 90% contained after it burned over 12,000 acres. The Jenkins Creek fire 78% contained. That one scorched more than 16,000 acres. Investigators still working to determine the cause while crews continue monitoring both blazes. Time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news. The EU is cracking down on child safety online. United making some changes to its check-in policy you'll need to know about before your next flight. And what country do most Americans move to when leaving the U.S.? We'll have that answer. Teens are finding the summer job market isn't so hot. Coming up, we'll have more on the summer job market cool down. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good In your morning, fire up the grill or head to the drive-thru if that's more your style. Today is National Hamburger Day. The day wraps up National Burger Month, also ushers in the summer grilling season, my favorite. Americans eat 3 hamburgers a week on average, adding up to more than 150 a year. Together with your fellow Americans, that is a collective tens of billions annually. Looks very good. As you start to wake up, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the birthplace of Nike, that is Eugene, Oregon. Dark there this morning. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is coming up.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Pay no interest for 5 years and get a $300 shopping cart with free delivery and setup. The Tempur-Pedic Memorial Day sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
It's time for unbeatable Memorial Day savings at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, find great deals on supplies to kick off summer your way. Like 2 packs of Kingsford charcoal briquettes, $16.49 while supplies last. Get a free Royal Canin probiotic when you buy a 30-pound bag of Royal Canin dog food, $20 off. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on all pet supply orders of $49 or more when you order by noon. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
In every case, we bring an experienced legal team to work on behalf of our clients.
My wife's and my future depended upon a great law firm, and that was Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
They know to be tender, but they also know to be fierce.
I felt like I had somebody that was in my corner.
We really did feel like we had a team behind us.
I would definitely recommend Schwebel, Getz & Sieben. I absolutely did pick the right law firm.
Call Schwebel, Getz & Sieben or visit us at schwebel.com for a free consultation.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 15% off area rug sale prices. Discover stunning patterns, vibrant colors, and sizes to fit every space. With experts in every showroom to help you find your perfect rug. Don't miss 15% off area rugs going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
Well, good morning to you. If you're just joining us, you have some rainfall already working through the area. If you're just before you're getting out to work, you're looking at light to moderate showers working across the region. An area of low pressure is guiding that and pulling it away. It's over in Iowa, and as it does, it's going to pull this as we go into the 9 o'clock hour, pushing it away from areas by La Crosse. Eau Claire will get dry again. Twin Cities holding on to a little bit more of that moisture, and then this moisture, this batch is going to be starting to work its way closer as we go right into the afternoon hours. You can see it as we go in the early, I should say late to middle portion of the afternoon. You're going to be seeing that kind of move in with some showers. Then we'll see maybe a storm or two rolling in by the 4 o'clock hour. That gets out of the way, and eventually as we go into the 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour for your evening commute, we've got some light showers still working along I-94 as well as I-90 in your forecast. You can see that continuing on. We'll also see this go all the way back again, coming back again in the overnight hours. You can see it going to 4:30 a.m. for Thursday, coming mostly along the Coulee region here, working up along portions of Black River Falls, and then getting to Winona and of course areas by Wabasha, and we're done for that for now. And then we go into the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour as we go in the morning hours. We take a break with more showers returning by the 4:30 hour. Again, you notice that's always happening when we start to warm up. We'll get into more showers down by Prairie du Chien. Eventually, this will all start to track again, coming back, getting more showers cutting across from tonight, I should say tomorrow night, coming back down from the north. We'll hold on to at least a quarter of an inch or less for the forecast. If you go to the west of the Mississippi, you're looking at about a half an inch or less as far as rainfall is concerned all the way into Thursday. You can see that right there, how that all plays out. When I come back, I'll have an overview of how this all shapes up to show you who's getting all the rainfall, more than what you're seeing right there, possibly in some cases. So please stick around.
In your consumer news this morning, the European Union is cracking down on major adult websites over child safety concerns. The EU investigating Pornhub and 3 other sites for allegedly failing to properly verify users' ages. European officials say the sites don't have adequate tools to block children from accessing adult content. The EU is developing its own age verification app that should launch this summer. And if you're flying United, you'll need to get to the airport earlier starting next month. That airline now wants you checked in 45 minutes before domestic flights, up from 30. The new policy kicks in June 3rd. If you're thinking about moving abroad, a new survey says Portugal is your best bet. The study polled more than 100,000 Americans who considered leaving the U.S. Spain, Italy, France, and Costa Rica also topped the list. Most people said they wanted adventure and personal growth. More than half cited America being too conservative or too divided as reasons to leave. Teens who haven't landed a summer job yet are not alone. Adults should know it may not be because of a lack of effort. Karen Kaifa is in Washington with a look at why summer jobs are a struggle this season.
Teens are finding the summer jobs market isn't so hot. Employment firm Challenger Gray and Christmas forecast teens will see the lowest number of summer jobs added since 2010. At the same time, Indeed hiring lab economist Allison Srivastav sees more demand for those summer roles.
There is more interest in summer jobs than we have seen in previous years, so there is going to be some more competition.
Challenger Gray and Christmas says businesses may hold off on summer hiring as tariff whiplash fuels economic uncertainty, with the possibility of higher costs for goods and concerns about consumers pulling back, especially in areas like travel and tourism that typically staff up with young seasonal workers. Srivastav says their data shows businesses not really shedding employees, but also not eager to hire.
People are kind of frozen in place. You know, it's a little bit of a deer in the headlights situation. So there's only so long that can go on for before, people have to start making business decisions, especially in those more short-run markets like summer jobs.
Areas where jobs do remain available are tried and true in-person summer gigs, like offices that need administrative help and camps and recreation.
We haven't seen really a shift in necessarily the jobs that people are hiring for the summer, more of just like an overall decline. It's still very much camp counselors is a big one, lifeguards, things like that.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Let's look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
Okay, and away we go with that. We have a dry slot coming out of Canada, as you can see, working down just the western portion of Minnesota, and you can see it kind of moving into Iowa as well. We're also looking at this with the area of low pressure that's right about there. That continues to just drag this moisture. You can see it slinging, all that moisture slinging right around areas in Wisconsin, and eventually more is going to come back again. You'll see this as we go into, you've got the high pressure that's pretty much working into proximity here with with this area of low pressure, and there's another area of low pressure as you can see out there by Raleigh. We're also going to be picking up moisture coming in right through the morning hours and into your afternoon. A 70% chance carrying down to a 20% chance we get a bit of a break, picking up again by the late afternoon with shower potential in the forecast for La Crosse. Then we get into Eau Claire, similar conditions, an 80% chance a break comes through. Then showers start to regain again, and then the possibility of showers and storms coming in for your evening commute to finish out the day, with more coming later on tonight as well. Holding on to this, you'll see this continue on. You see right through the morning hours a shift kind of moving in. This area of low pressure is pulling most of that moisture from east to west across the region. As it goes out over to the other side of the Mississippi there to the west, we're seeing a break starting to work out for some folks here. Sparta, La Crosse gets a break going into the 7 o'clock hour, going to your evening commute, with some light showers coming back again as we go in the 4 o'clock hour. That's for tomorrow. Then we'll see that continue to collapse right back on top of La Crosse, and then we dry out the skies, possibly just for a bit, because why? We take a look as we go right through the afternoon hours for Thursday. Some light showers cutting down from the north. You can see that from I-94 working across the region and pretty much out to the west of the Mississippi River, and then we dry it out. As we go through it, we're looking at this maybe about 3/4 of an inch of rain. What am I talking about? About 1/4 of an inch of rainfall in your forecast. We'll tack it all the way into Thursday. You'll see some areas getting down to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall or less. 1/2 an inch pretty much for us here locally. Up to the north, not so much for Eau Claire, about 1/4 of an inch or so. But you go west of the Mississippi, you're looking at maybe 1/2 an inch or less in some cases. All right, so we get into it here. We got some fog, low cloud activity through the morning hours, and we'll see some clouds lowering later on as we go into the afternoon and evening hours as well. So your visibility during your evening commute will be lowered. Then we'll see fog coming back again for tomorrow morning on Thursday once we get into your early AM forecast. 70s mostly for as we go into Thursday. We'll see Friday holding on to some upper 70s to the lower 80s. By Saturday, we're looking at temperatures holding on to upper 70s to the low 80s again. So we are warming gradually. Sunshine is abound as well. You see the rainfall that's going on now, getting a hint of some heavy rainfall getting up towards Prairie du Chien. So we'll keep an eye on that for them to see if a storm or two may erupt. Highs for Wednesday, we're looking at those 60s, as I mentioned before, under cloudy skies, light winds. Then we'll pick up breezier conditions coming in for Friday, as you can see. We'll go to Saturday and Sunday with more sunshine in the forecast. We go to Monday looking pretty good as well. 87 degrees, one of our warm spots, getting back up to 40% chance of rainfall for Tuesday and Wednesday, with breezy and gusty winds carrying over for Tuesday and into Wednesday, possibly Thursday as well.
Thank you, Art. New research says losing weight in your 40s and 50s could be a game changer for your health. We'll have the surprising benefits coming up for you after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up next in the Blitz, teams fighting to keep their season alive in the softball diamond, plus La Crosse Lightning looking for a historic win. Stick around.
Check out these hot deals at Menards, all after 11% rebate. Colored wood mulch is just $1.97 per bag. A 2-pack of Repel insect repellent, only $6.99. Choose from a rechargeable neck fan or flexible tripod fan, just $4.44 each. Plus a 1-pound pack of bratwurst is only $3.49. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Cut! I get it. Slow motion. Slow down geographic atrophy. But we don't need gimmicks. Stick to the facts. GA, the advanced form of dry AMD, can irreversibly damage your vision. But Syfovre is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Syfovre was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness or are allergic to it. Syfovre can cause severe allergic reactions. Other serious side effects are eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on facts to slow GA. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre. Nope, just the facts.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. A lot to get to this morning. Season's coming to a close for some, while others fight to see another day. We begin on the softball diamond on Alaska, hosting DeForest. Great season so far for the Toppers, and they were not ready for it to end. First inning, Norski's threatening, but Sidney Krause strands the runner on third. Second inning now, this time the visitors cashing in. Halen Arnold's shot in left cannot be caught. DeForest goes up one. Bottom of the frame, Anna offense gets going. Lauren Pica rips one to the gap. She'll slide safely into third with a triple. A little later, Kylie Gilhausen gonna lay down the bunt. Play made at first, but Pica makes a mad dash for home. Unbelievable slide to avoid the tag and score. And how about it? Onalaska scores 3 in the bottom of the 7th to win 5-4. Holman opening their postseason, hosting Baraboo, home side down 1 in the bottom of the first. Vikings Ailey Euler with the grounder reaching shallow center. 1 run scores, we're all tied up. Later in the inning, Vikings Amani Toso finds the gap in left center. That brings in 2 more runners. Then same score in the bottom of the third. Holman's McKenna McHugh gets good contact, sending it to the wall and right. Vikings adding to their lead. Holman goes on to win 7-4. They'll visit Middleton on Thursday. West Salem hosting Platteville in Division II. Josie Brudos in the circle, and she was stellar yet again. Complete game, 7 innings, just 3 hits allowed, no earned runs, and 10 strikeouts for the junior. For the Panther offense, they were cooking already with 3 across in the 5th. Madison Elson sends a shot out to right field. That's over the defense. 1 run scores as Elson is in with a triple. West Salem would go on to win 8-1 as they are into the regional final, hosting Edgewood on Thursday. And we got everything. Playoff lacrosse. In lacrosse, Lightning down 1-0 until the Grayson VM takeover begins. The Central senior with a missile to tie things up. And literally a minute later, VM gets ahead of steam, fires another shot, and buries it to take the lead. The offense was clicking for the Lightning in the opening quarter. Luther Jr. Jax Hendrickson connecting to increase the home side's lead. Lacrosse gets their first ever WIAA playoff win. They'll travel to top-seeded Waunakee on Friday at 7. Also on News8000.com, we've got highlights from regional track and field action at Luther High last night, so make sure to head over there and check that out as well. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you back here later tonight.
During Home's Memorial Day sale, get your choice of an extra 10% off sale prices, like this Blake sofa, now just $8.99. Or pay no interest for 3 years during the Memorial Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
I've been an electrician for over 20 years, and I work in solar because these jobs pay well. I'm a Republican, but now I'm seeing Republicans in Washington trying to eliminate jobs like mine.
Congressman Derek Van Orden just voted to cut clean energy production. It'll kill thousands of jobs in our state, all to give the super rich another tax cut.
Congressman, you turned your back on us. That's not leadership. That's selling us out.
Chevy makes affordable vehicles that help you enjoy life. Get more for less in the Chevy Trax. Maximize every mile in the all-electric Equinox. And power through with the capable Colorado. Enjoy endless possibilities and your new Chevy. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing on all 2025 Equinox models. Plus, get no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial. Visit hometownchevy.com.
Celebrate summer and save big at Fleet Farm's Memorial Day Savings Event. 24 packs of our bottled water are now only $2.99. Online Liquid Pool Shark 4-packs are $14.99. And a 32-quart Plano Frost Cooler is just $99.99. Plus, all active military and vets are invited to save an additional 10% May 22nd through the 26th. Whatever you need, we've got the best prices guaranteed. And find even more deals in our weekly ad at fleetfarm.com.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Ubrelvy.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Don't miss Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day Patio Sale. Get 10% off sale prices like this Thomas Cole dining set for $11.99 and top patio brands Homecrest and Tropitone. Or choose no interest for 3 years. The Memorial Day Patio Sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, COVID-19 shots will no longer be recommended for healthy children or pregnant women, according to U.S. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Sherelle Hubbard has more.
The COVID-19 vaccine policy is undergoing some big changes. U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. made the announcement Tuesday on social media.
The COVID vaccine for healthy children and healthy pregnant women has been removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule.
Kennedy was accompanied by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration Commissioner and the National Institutes of Health Director in the video announcement.
Last year, the Biden administration urged healthy children to get yet another COVID shot despite the lack of any clinical data to support the repeat booster strategy in children.
That ends today. It's common sense and it's good science.
Kennedy says this move positions the Trump administration one step closer to delivering on the Make America Healthy Again agenda, but offered no scientific evidence to justify the change. Many medical professionals say the changes put vulnerable populations at risk.
The fact that it's no longer recommended for pregnant women is really puzzling. It's important for pregnant women.
A leading pediatrician and vaccine expert says Kennedy's records on vaccines, not science, is a driving factor behind the recommendation.
I think you have right now the head of Health and Human Services, who for 20 years has been an anti-vaccine activist, science denialist, and conspiracy theorist, and he's just carrying it on.
And just last week, the Food and Drug Administration announced a change in how it approves COVID vaccines, a move that could impact the availability of future shots for older Americans and other people at high risk of infection. And your 40s and 50s could be the perfect time to finally get serious about your health. You still have got time. New research shows losing weight in middle age can dramatically cut your risk of heart attack, cancer, and stroke. The study followed 23,000 people and found sustained weight loss without medications or surgery delivers major long-term health benefits. More than 1.5 million Americans died preventable deaths in just 2 years. A new study in JAMA found these excess deaths from 2022 and 2023 were caused by drug overdoses, gun violence, and heart disease. The U.S. rate is far higher than other wealthy countries. Researchers worry Trump administration cuts to public health programs could make the problem even worse. And a reminder, everyone should be wearing sunscreen, even if you have darker skin. There's a misconception that melanin in darker skin offers enough protection against the sun, but dermatologists say it's not good enough. While Black and Hispanic people are less likely to get skin cancer, they're more likely to die from the disease. Good nutrition is important to help young kids stay healthy and grow up strong, but getting them to eat and enjoy new foods isn't always easy. We know that. Mandy Gaither has some advice on how to help your picky eater.
It can be hard to get children to eat the foods you know they need, but experts say most times it's a normal part of growing up.
Picky eating or eating certain limited foods at times is a developmental stage.
Dr. Stephen Cook is the director for the Center for Healthy Weight and Nutrition at Nationwide Children's Hospital. He says many young children go through periods of preferring certain food colors or textures, but they'll grow out of that. Until then, he advises parents to repeatedly try a variety of unprocessed, healthy foods. And he says it may take time for children to acquire the taste of new foods.
It's 15 to 20 tries to get a kid used to it. You know, and our instinctive responses, they make one face when they try something. Then we're like, oh, they don't like it. We're going to try something else. Well, no, just a try can be a lick. A try can be a smell or a taste.
Cook also says to be a good food role model. If children see you like something, they're more likely to try it. And avoid snacking, what he calls grazing, during the day so that children are hungry for meals. And he says not to be a short order cook.
Don't be like, well, I'm making them chicken nuggets and mac and cheese because that's all they're going to eat. Well, if the meal for the family is, pork chops and some green beans and mac and cheese, then you put that on their plate and maybe don't put as much, but you say, this is what we're having, and you can choose to eat it or not.
That's right. Dr. Cook says it's also important for parents to be patient. He says over time, a child will get the right amount of calories and nutrients. For most children, he says nutritional supplements aren't needed, but speak with your doctor if you're concerned. And now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got a look at our morning commute.
Okay, it's the last batch of some showers for this hour coming right into the forecast for you. Right now, temperatures widespread in the low to middle 50s, and we're also going to be seeing the shower activity slowly but surely trying to work its way west of the Mississippi. But for now, we've got the shower still working on Alaska as well as La Crosse. Some good-looking showers trying to stay a little bit shy of Eau Claire, believe it or not. We're also holding on to more of this coming back from the east and working westward as we go through the next couple of hours. You can see as we go and finish out into the afternoon, we have more showers possibly coming in with storm activity working in your forecast. So after we take a bit of a break, we see storm activity trying to get in. You also look some lighter showers over La Crosse as we go into your afternoon and evening commute there. You'll see that continue on to the 7 o'clock hour. Then it begins to break apart. 8 o'clock, we're drying out the skies, and eventually we'll see maybe some light showers coming back again in the overnight hours as we go into, say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning for Thursday. As we get into it, you're looking at maybe a 1/4 inch or less in your forecast, and you're also going to see a little bit to the west. You've got some at least a 1/2 inch or more. We've got some patchy fog out there right now, but say this is going to be all the way into the evening hours where the cloud cover starts to actually lower, and it's going to lower the visibility as well. Then we take it into tomorrow morning. You're seeing limited visibility as we go right into the 1 o'clock hour in the morning, all the way down to Prairie du Chien as well. Take a look. La Crosse goes to dense fog in the morning for Thursday at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just as folks are heading out, you'll see visibilities improve a bit by the 6 o'clock hour when you're going to get on the roadways. You'll see some limited amounts of visibility down to the south as well, getting to Soldiers Grove, and not so bad for areas by Eau Claire. They're doing pretty well, but they have the low cloud activity that's going to lower your visibility. Highs for today, so looking at 60s, widespread, low to middle 60s in your forecast today. Cloudy skies, winds are light, but the winds will begin to pick up as we go into Friday. Thursday's looking pretty good with cloudier skies, or at least mostly cloudy skies. Showers, maybe some of that, like I told you, 4 in the morning, kind of cutting across the Coulee region there, and then eventually kind of petering out going into the evening hours. Holding on to a look ahead, this is what I've got going on. I changed the time slot from the noon hour all the way into the midnight hour. Showers are going to be possible for your forecast for Eau Claire. Then once you get into La Crosse, you're looking at similar conditions. You see kind of a bit of a break going into the early afternoon, and then we get a 50 to 40% chance going into your evening commute. Another break coming in for the 8 o'clock hour, more showers possibly finishing out by the midnight hour. That's a look at your forecast. Eau Claire's looking good. Still dry out there right now. Be safe and have a wonderful day. Hey, coming up in your Buzz Report, Trump plans to pardon convicted reality TV stars Todd and Julie Christie. Coming up, we'll have more on the charges and the pardon. Stick around.
It's weird to admit, but it's true. I'm selling Chevys. 2024 Malibus to be exact, starting at $17,890. $299 down and $299 per month. It's Malibu Madness. And they feature great options including heated seats, remote start, Apple CarPlay, and up to 36 miles per gallon. All have low miles with remaining factory warranty. But the bad part is these are getting harder to get. So if you're in the market for an affordable ride, come see us today at Chrysler Winona, Highway 61, Winona.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
At Taco John's, we serve a higher standard of flavor with grilled chicken, creamy fiesta sauce, and always hot potato olays. That's what we call West-Mex. Try our freshest lineup yet with the new Fiesta menu, only at Taco John's.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance, at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
From laminate and vinyl to tile and wood, Floor & Decor has more options for pros, homeowners, and anyone looking for the right look at the right price. Your next beautiful space is at Floor & Decor.
All right, the difference between getting into severe weather and, of course, non-severe weather is this dry slot that's working in our forecast. So there's not a lot of moisture out there, but it's enough to bring in at least a ½ inch of rainfall, possibly in the forecast region for today, maybe even a little bit less, down to a ¼ of an inch for some folks here locally in the Cooley region. We'll also see down to the south, there's more storm activity going into Dallas as well as Oklahoma again. And, of course, we see more of that shower activity that's continuing to work out of Louisiana and heading out for Florida along the East Coast, and then back again with some of that moisture working its way back to us from the East Coast and in the forecast area. Area of low pressure that I've been talking about right now, that's going to usher in more of that rainfall circulating across our region today, just like we had yesterday. But this time it's convective rainfall in the form of showers that will continue on pretty much through the day, so you can get a storm or two out of it, especially around the 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour in your forecast. You notice that goes all the way to 7 o'clock as well. We'll see as we go into areas by Eau Claire, you've got some shower activity this morning, but right now you're just now getting that shower activity. We were just looking at the monitor right now to show the traffic camera. You're looking at a break coming into the latter portion of your afternoon, going into your afternoon. You can see it coming back again, and then you'll see more showers coming into your evening commute. This continues to track along with light to moderate showers continuing in. It brushes Eau Claire, but pretty much right now what we've been seeing is it pretty much stays south right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. Going right back into the afternoon, you see more showers coming in, drier conditions down to the south along I-90. That'll change soon. Why? Because you've got more light moisture coming back again. You'll see that coming in from areas by Marshfield, Eau Claire, so along I-94, and then tracking a little bit more to the south before it peters out and it is done. So we'll see more showers come back again. You'll see them coming out of the north, but you see a transition of cloud cover kind of switching out with light showers coming in by the 2 o'clock hour for Thursday. You'll see that kind of track mostly out towards the south west, but some of that may even touch La Crosse with a sprinkle or two to finish out. But we're mostly going to be in the 60s going into tomorrow tomorrow, holding on to the possibility of, again, rain forecast showing a 1/4 inch or less here west of the river, or east of the river, excuse me, west of the river, you're about 1/2 inch or so or less. Now, that continues on as we filter in more of that rainfall, but not much change is going to change those numbers. You're still looking at 1/2 inch to maybe 1/4 inch of rain. How about this, though? Fog, low cloud activity this early morning. We'll see more of that coming back again later on tonight as well, going into the evening commute. You'll see that coming back again into tomorrow morning for fog coming into our forecast for tomorrow. Thursday, though, we're looking at 70s in the forecast here. We're looking at low to middle 70s, holding on to some 80s in the forecast. We'll also see Friday highs, mostly those low to middle 80s there. You can see possibly with some upper 70s in the forecast, but I'm sure that's going to change. You get into Saturday, sunshine abound, holding on to upper 70s to at least the low 80s in your forecast as we finish out, holding on to that rainfall that continues on. Once again, we're looking at temperatures in the 60s, widespread under cloudy skies, light winds. Once we go back into how this all shapes up, you're going to be going into Friday. We'll hold on to breezy conditions, winds up to about 25 miles per hour. We'll also see 82 degrees for your high with mostly sunny skies. Saturday and Sunday, more sunshine as well. Temperatures in the low 80s, continuing on to upper 80s by Monday, and then middle 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday with showers and storms on the way.
In your Morning Buzz report, President Trump just freed reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley from prison. The couple was serving lengthy sentences for defrauding banks out of more than $30 million and tax violations. Social media video showed Trump calling their daughter to tell them about the pardon. The Chrisleys had always maintained their innocence. Billy Joel, meanwhile, stepping away from the stage to fight a rare brain disorder. The 76-year-old canceling all upcoming concerts after being diagnosed with normal pressure hydrocephalus, fluid buildup that puts pressure on brain tissue. His team says performing has made the condition worse, causing problems with hearing, vision, and balance.
It is fixable, but in terms of avoidable, the thing that causes it, often you don't know, it comes out of the blue. It could be in some people they have a history of past brain infection or bleeding. There's really nothing you can do to prevent it, but you can have a high level of suspicion and good communication with your healthcare provider.
In an Instagram post you see here, Joel's wife thanked fans for their love and support, saying they are so grateful.
I hope you rich folks don't mind slumming it in the humble abode of the poorest billionaire in the gang. But this is exactly why I built Mountainhead.
A get-together by a quartet of billionaire bros takes a turn in the satire drama Mountainhead. That film premieres Saturday on HBO Max.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't.
Siblings find there's something strange about their new foster mother and bring her back. The A24 horror opens in theaters Friday. Looks very scary, doesn't it, Art?
Yeah, it's all about you.
Horror indeed. It's all about me.
All yours. You let me know how it works out.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Addison is turning 8 months old. She loves to play and smile with her dog and her dog Remy.
If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 88, 80, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is up next.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, big changes are coming to COVID vaccines in this country and who is allowed to get them. Dr. John LaPook will be here to break down the decision to roll back guidelines for healthy pregnant women and kids. Also, singer-songwriter Lizzie McAlpine talks with Anthony Mason about realizing her dream of performing on Broadway in the musical Floyd Collins. And we have a huge exclusive reveal on the show this morning. Longtime Survivor host Jeff Probst will join us to unveil the cast of the show's highly anticipated 50th season. That's right, 50. You won't want to miss it. We will see you at 7.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Pay no interest for 5 years and get a $300 shopping cart with free delivery and setup. The Tempur-Pedic Memorial Day sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
The results are in for the 2025 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Here's one of the many businesses that won this year.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up, shut up. Pivot!
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called TNT. Pivot! Shut up!
Get an 11% rebate on your next outdoor project at Menards. Works Outdoor Power Tools have everything you need to maintain your yard. Works 20-volt Power Share batteries are compatible with over 140 Works power tools, so you can get every job done right, quick, and easy. Pick up this Works 20-volt cordless string trimmer edger and leaf blower combo kit for $109.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wisconsin's biggest music and arts festival is back August 7th through the 9th. Ashley for the Arts in Arcadia with epic performances by Brad Paisley, ZZ Top, Darius Rucker, Third Eye Blind, and more. Enjoy food trucks, live music, endless family fun, and an eclectic arts and crafts fair, all for just $45. Get your tickets now at ashleyforthearts.com.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast, and most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur hours to days after. Side effects include nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Ubrelvy.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 15% off area rug sale prices. Discover stunning patterns, vibrant colors, and sizes to fit every space, with experts in every showroom to help you find your perfect rug. Don't miss 15% off area rugs, going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
The Brewers are coming to the Cooley region.
To left field.
Yeah, you heard that right. All summer long, you can catch the Brewers right here and for free. No pay-per-view, no subscription, just good old reliable free TV the way the baseball gods intended it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action as News 8 now brings you 10 games throughout the summer.
On, Frelick's there, and he makes the catch.
The Brewers playing here? You're welcome. The Milwaukee Brewers on News 8 now.
Call Hupy and Abraham. They really do mean business.
Stay current with your day every day on News 8 Now at 6. Ken and Emily bring you the local stories important to you. And First Warn Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart keeps you safe and ahead of the storm. Your team, each weeknight at 6.
Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. 3 more escapees from that New Orleans jailbreak have been captured. 2 are still on the run this morning, and 13 people are facing charges in connection with the escape, including a jail worker who is accused of shutting off water so inmates could remove a toilet and break out. And NPR is fighting back against Trump's funding cuts with a lawsuit. The public radio network, along with Colorado and Aspen Public Radio, claiming the president's executive order violates First Amendment rights. Trump has accused public media of bias. Wisconsin Public Radio says it's still too early to tell how the funding cuts will affect their operations. If you fly United, you'll want to get to the airport earlier starting next month. The airline now wants you checked in 45 minutes before domestic flights. That's up from 30, and that new policy will kick in June 3rd next week. A reminder, everyone should be wearing sunscreen even if you have darker skin. There's a misconception the melanin in darker skin offers enough protection against the sun, but dermatologists say that's not good enough. While Black and Hispanic people are less likely to get skin cancer, they're more likely to die from the disease. President Trump freeing reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley from prison. The couple was serving lengthy sentences for defrauding banks out of more than $30 million and tax evasion. Your stormwater bill could double if La Crosse City leaders approve a proposed rate hike. You're currently paying about $54 a year in stormwater fees. The proposal would bump that to nearly $119 annually. The city says rising costs for street sweeping, storm drain cleaning, and flood prevention are driving the increase.
That increase would usually be kind of incremental, but that wasn't the case. Water utility was kind of taking, I guess, compensating for what the storm utility was not bringing.
The Common Council still needs to approve it. It would be the first rate hike since the utility launched in 2014. And Sparta school leaders held a community meeting last night to talk about funding. They discussed how federal dollars are helping Sparta schools. After the meeting, the district's instructional services director weighed in on those proposed SNAP cuts.
I don't know right now if that's going to impact us. I certainly hope not, because our district receives, our school, we serve 52% of our students have free and reduced lunch, and it would certainly be a shame that we wouldn't be able to serve the same number of students the meals that they rely on every day. So I hope not.
In the meeting, they discussed how federal funding helps give students equal opportunities throughout their education. Popular Fabric Stores closed its doors. Monday marked the final day for Joann after all of the stores closed, including in Onalaska and Eau Claire.
There's not very many places there's only really 2 in town that have a small variety and a bigger variety, but not like this for fabric.
And it was open until 9 p.m. Local workers are rolling up their sleeves to help families in need. Great Rivers United Way has businesses like Dakota Supply Group assembling household supply kits for families in need.
This is a great break for our employees to be able to take some time, volunteer, help out the community, and make an impact.
Is interested in supporting the program can contact United Way. Northern Minnesota wildfire evacuations are over. The Camp House fire is 90% contained after burning 12,000 acres. Jenkins Creek 78% contained with 16,000 acres scorched. Investigators are still working to determine the cause.
All right, we have some light to moderate to possibly heavy rainfall now working toward I-90, getting towards Prairie du Chien. You can see Dodgeville, Orion as well. Baraboo picking up that. Viroqua is next. Then we go up to La Crosse. You're going to be in the crosshairs as well. Winona picking up a little light rainfall. Getting up to Eau Claire, you've got some light to moderate rainfall as well. We'll keep an eye on this as we go through the day. You can see the wet on the roadways right now for Eau Claire. They're finally in the mix. And as we go into the day, look for conditions to be cool, 60s mostly, warming up gradually as we go through tomorrow. It's Friday. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday with temperatures reaching back into those 80s and beyond going into next week.
All right, thanks for joining us. We will see you back here at noon.